Joss Naylor, known as the King of the Fells, passed away at the age of 88, leaving behind a legacy as one of the greatest fell runners of all time. Born on February 10, 1936, in Wasdale Head, Cumbria, Naylor overcame significant physical challenges in his youth to achieve extraordinary feats of endurance and strength in the mountainous terrain of the Lake District. Naylor's childhood was marked by severe injuries that would have deterred many from pursuing an athletic career. At 9, a wrestling accident and a subsequent spinal injury while climbing a fence left him with long-term physical issues. By 19, he had all the cartilage removed from one knee, and at 22, he underwent surgery to remove 2 discs from his back, requiring 6 weeks in a plaster cast. Despite these setbacks, Naylor's indomitable spirit led him to fell running at the age of 24, discarding the back corset he had worn for years. His running career began in earnest in 1960 with his first race, the Lake District Mountain Trial. Though it was an inauspicious start, running in work boots and makeshift cut-off trousers, he suffered severe cramping and only finished thanks to a salt boost from picnicking girls. However, by 1966, he had found his stride, winning the mountain trail race and quickly becoming a dominant force in the nascent fell running and mountain marathon scene. Naylor's true talent lay in long-distance mountain running, where he performed feats that seemed almost superhuman. In 1971, he completed the Bob Graham Round, an arduous challenge of running across 42 Lakeland peaks within 24 hours, initially completed by Robert Graham in 1932. Naylor not only finished in 23 hours and 37 minutes but also extended the challenge to 61 peaks. He bested his own record the following year, running across 63 summits in 23 hours and 35 minutes, despite atrocious weather conditions. One of his most remarkable achievements came in 1975 when, during a heatwave, he tackled the Bob Graham Round again. Starting at 7 a.m., he covered 47 summits by 8:30 p.m. and reached his final peak, Grisdale Pike, at 5:30 a.m. By 6:20 a.m., he had completed 72 summits, running over 100 miles with a staggering 37,000 feet of ascent, all within 24 hours. Chris Brasher, who had paced Roger Bannister's 4-minute mile, compared Naylor's achievement to climbing Everest, Ben Nevis, Snowdon, and Kinder Scout consecutively, while another pacer, Eric Roberts, remarked, "He just isn't human." Naylor's endurance extended beyond the Lake District. He set a record on the Pennine Way in 1974, running its 270-mile length in 3 days, 4 hours, and 36 minutes, a record that stood until 1989. In 1976, he ran the 185-mile coast-to-coast route from Robin Hood's Bay to St. Bees in 41 hours, a feat that cost him all 10 toenails and the skin on the soles of his feet. At the age of 50, Naylor completed the Wayrights, a challenge involving all 214 Lakeland peaks described by Alfred Wainwright, covering about 300 miles in 7 days, 1 hour, and 25 minutes, a record that lasted until 2014. Remarkably, he paused his effort to rescue a lamb trapped in mud, epitomizing his deep connection to the land and its inhabitants. Naylor also held the record for the Welsh 3000s, the 14 peaks of Snowdonia over 3,000 feet, for 15 years, set in 1973. Even at 70, he ran 70 Lakeland fell tops, covering over 50 miles and ascending more than 25,000 feet in under 21 hours. Despite his injuries and medical advice to avoid strenuous exercise, Naylor's resilience was legendary. Richard Asquith, in his history of fell running, Feet in the Clouds, remarked, "Few people have ever conquered themselves so completely, or so utterly subdued the weaknesses of the flesh to the will of the spirit." Naylor's upbringing on a farm in Wasdale Head played a significant role in shaping his endurance. By 7, he was helping his father with farm duties, and his early experiences of traversing the fells on minimal food laid the foundation for his extraordinary stamina. His father initially dismissed running as a waste of time, but Naylor's victories soon changed his perspective. Known for his ability to maintain a steady pace across varied terrains, Naylor's unique running style and lack of knee cartilage gave him a fluid motion that was particularly advantageous on steep descents. He found less success on the road, suffering broken bones in both feet after one attempt. In 1976, Naylor was appointed MBE for services to fell running. He continued to farm and remained active in the running community well into his 80s, often supporting others in their record attempts. In 1990, he established the Joss Naylor Lakeland Challenge, a 48-mile event for over 50s with 16,000 feet of ascent, which he completed in 11 hours and 30 minutes. Naylor's passion for the Lake District was unwavering, and he lived just 2 miles from his birthplace throughout his life. "For me," he said, "running has always been more about getting out in the natural environment than it is about exercise or training." Joss Naylor is survived by his wife Mary, whom he married in 1963, and their 3 children. His life and achievements remain a testament to the power of resilience, determination, and a profound love for the natural world.